Yes, Udaifa, I'm standing right in the homestead of the self-proclaimed NRM general, that is Miguna Miguna. His ancestral home, actually. This is Kanyilum village in Nyando constituency, where I am joined by some of Miguna's relatives. Actually, I have here right with me Mr. Eric Odago, who is a cousin to Miguna Miguna, and he's going to just tell us briefly about their feelings as the family of Miguna Miguna on this particular issue of Miguna's deportation, which, as I'm going to tell you, is causing a lot of anxiety and a lot of raising a lot of emotions in this particular village where Miguna grew up as a kid and also, was born and bred actually before he moved some few kilometers away from here to set up his homestead, as of course the Luo traditions dictates that once a man has matured up, he can actually go and start up living on his own. But where we are is where his parents resided, and actually before we came on live, we were shown his, the mother's grave, which is just behind one of the, a house here. But before we take you all that to see all that, let me just bring into set Mr. Eric Odago, who's going to share with us their feeling as a family concerning this deportation that is said to have happened last night. Welcome, Eric.
Thank you very much.
Yes, just tell us briefly about we are made to understand that Miguna Miguna was deported last night, and you as a family, you've seen a lot of people gathering here this morning. What exactly is happening? Why is this gathering?
We are very much depressed, and we are not happy at all to hear that Miguna Miguna is deported. How can Miguna Miguna be deported while he was born in Kanyilum? He resided in Kanyilum. He was learning in this area, and he went up to Nairobi University while he's here. Miguna Miguna was coming from the very poor family, and is the person who has been raising up the family up in all ways. Even the community of Kanyilum, even other people around us. Miguna has done a lot of things. Presently, he was here in January, and we are surprised to hear that Miguna Miguna is deported. How can Miguna Miguna be deported and is well born here? He was born here. He was born after his father had died, and the name Miguna Miguna comes after his father's death because he's the last born.
The last born in a family of how many children?
About 7 children.
Okay. And where are some of his siblings? We only see Miguna most of the time.
They are in different places. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. What did you say again?
Do you have any of his siblings here as we speak now?
Some are here. Most of them are the young ones, and and other people are here. I just discussed with Miguna about 2 years back, while I'm a priest. I'm a priest with the Restoration Church. Okay. And what I learned, Miguna Miguna maintained his truthfulness amongst the family, his love amongst the family, and he was working very hard for the family to come up, and the family is trying to rise up through Miguna Miguna, and the community of Kanyilum are trying to come up through Miguna Miguna. We are just wondering why Miguna Miguna should be deported. In many cases, we find people are having dual citizenship. And why particularly Miguna Miguna be deported while he's born within Magena is where he did everything. We are totally opposed to that deportation.
Are you aware, did he ever share with you that at some point he could have changed his citizenship from Kenya, being a Kenyan to a Canadian?
Well, if he changed it, probably things are changing in Kenya. Law always changes. Things are changing in Kenya. If he did it, but naturally, he was born in Magena, Kanyilum, and is our people, is coming from our people, and we don't see any reason why Miguna Miguna should be deported.
When was the last time you were in touch with him?
I was in touch with him in January.
Okay. And when he was here, I mean, what brought him home, and what kind of conversations did you have
He
with
came to
him?
see the family. Okay. Yeah, these fiddlings and the people who are here. He has brothers and many other people. And that is normal. Huh? I don't see any reason why he should be barred from coming to see his family. Yeah, that is when we met him. We said hi. Yeah.
Since he was arrested like a few days ago, have you, as members of his family, sent anyone to Nairobi maybe to find out how he's doing?
His elder brother is in Nairobi at the moment. Huh? And we have not got any information, except we heard he's deported. And we are questioning, why should Miguna Miguna be deported while he's our member? What does the government need? There are so many people who are going to Nairobi, overseas, and they come back. They go to overseas and they come back. Why? Miguna particularly. What has happened? Miguna, as we know, he holds the principles of realism, altruism, and humanism. That is well nurtured in his brain. And he also has the principles or this what we call good masters. Miguna has 9 questions in his brain.
Okay. Let me just briefly tell us about Miguna's upbringing. Where did he go to school? I mean, and to what level here in the village before he moved maybe to Nairobi?
He was at a Pondo Primary School, and then he went to Njiko High School, and then he went to Nairobi University.
What type of person was he?
Huh?
What type of a young man was he when he was growing up?
Miguna was an honest person, loving, and very, very, I should say, righteous as well, because he did not go into these dirty things. But Miguna believes in truth, and that is his problem with people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe my last question: as a family now, I've seen you gathering here. What sort of action are you intending to take?
We are going to ask the government to tell us exactly why they should deport Miguna while he's a born citizen of Kenya.
Hudhaifa, very tough questions there from one of Miguna's cousins here, Eric Odago. They're asking the government to actually answer those 3 questions, why they have actually deported Miguna. His family here insisting that he is a citizen of Kenya, and therefore they don't see the reason why the government should take such a drastic action against him. We want to leave it at that point as we join the family to hear exactly what they intend to do. They're just meeting now. They're waiting for one of the Miguna's brothers who went to Nairobi to fill them up on exactly what has transpired since one of their own, that is Miguna Miguna, was arrested, and now we are learning that he has been deported to Canada. Back to you.